Mr. Patrick, we were talking about the recent initiative on the school board's part to have a tax referendum introduced to raise some money for the school in connection with the Sportsplex 20th Century Technology, and you were explaining your feelings on how the public or how the community should feel and support this matter. Did you were saying?
Herman, the Alabama for pupil spending have dropped 20% since 2008. Education spending have been cut by the state as a percentage of the total budget from 2008 to the present time. The state of Alabama ranks second behind Oklahoma, according to the percentage of funds they actually have cut from education. Oklahoma cut about 22.8%. Alabama, I think 20.1%, according to the Center Budget on Policies. Our system alone for pupils since 2008 have been cut by $1,242 per child. We had the money that is allocated us for other current expenses have been cut. Money for transportation have been cut. At one time, transportation was fully funded. Every dollar we spent on education was reimbursed by the state. That's not the case anymore. After the recession began, the federal government kind of propped up education spending in the state with the stimulus money. After 2011, that money is no longer available. From our understanding as board members, the education funding picture in Alabama doesn't appear to be improving and will not improve any time before 2020. According to state law, the state lawmakers cannot appropriate any more money than actually anticipated. No money than anticipated revenue. So they have to appropriate less for the fiscal year that begins in October. We begin this October the 1st, according to the laws of the state of Alabama. I just feel that the services for school system, board services, only going to work smoothly when everyone around us, everyone at the table is actually pulling together to serve the children in the district. And we need to really understand that these 4 words, that it's not about me. You know, the decision that we make should be about our children.
A lot of people in Sumter County are concerned with the use of the money. Many people who have talked to us, they didn't necessarily say they were against the tax referendum. They said they were against the taxes, the most of it being used for the sports complex, and they felt like the money would be better used if it was applied to more academic or maybe job-related services. Even liberal arts, we've heard. Individuals that thought maybe what already exists, like the football coaches, the band uniforms, cheerleader outfits, activities for the students related to performance and arts and things of that kind. Programs like vocational training, certified nurses, and things of that kind. They felt that even I commented on journalism program, school newspaper, high school annuals, photography clubs, and things of that kind. And they think that teachers' pay should be improved, assistant coaches should be compensated, they should receive a stipend for their expenses. Those are the kind of comments that we receive. Very few people have said that they were against the tax necessarily, just that they think that the amount of money that's being projected for a sports complex, they think is unreasonable. Have people expressed that to you as well?
Well, they had told me that they really didn't want to support it because they would like to see the money used for computers or something like that. I'm a big believer in the fine arts, and I think we need to do more in the fine arts area. Right now, the only thing we have is the band. That's the only extracurricular activity that a person can be involved in. That anything resembles anything with fine arts. When you leave there, if a kid going to be, a student going to be involved in anything, it's going to be athletics. So really, I look at athletics as being a teaching platform. Sports as being a teaching platform. At the same time, allowing kids to be involved in something that he or she want to do. That's important. Dance, some acting class or writing class, journalism class, all those would be good. And I would like to see us be able to pursue those areas. But again, most of the money that comes from us, probably 80% of the money that comes to this county from the state for education is earmarked. Money is earmarked. So if we're going to do those things, we're going to have to find some local money or either a grant in order to be able to provide those particular programs to our students.
Would that be the case with the tax?
Yeah. Even the tax, you can only build with local funds. So the state not going to send you any money to build anything here. If you're going to build something for the school system, Athletic Complex or some other complex that's going to serve these students, then you got to do that with local funds. That's why we are icing for the tax. But just to share with you the reason I feel this way about athletics, then I kind of get on to those others, if you don't mind. This sport complex, when we talk, it's not just football. We talking about baseball and softball with the time we don't play. We're going to be talking about involving another 80 to 90 students, which really the track, softball, baseball. You're going to be talking about involving another 80 to 90 students out there in those activities. Most of our kids come from 70% of our kids come from single-parent homes. If you're going to be a character, then sports is one way that you can get that character built. Any kid that come through our school system, if you talk to them or ask them about character and leadership, unselfishness, spirit of competition, hard work, they're going to learn these things many times through sports activities. This is going to provide us some other activities that we can have in the afternoon that a child can stay at school and play. If they're not going to play basketball or football, that would be able to play softball, run track, play baseball. And at the same time, those individuals that coach in those sports can help build character. Because many of our young men go home every afternoon, according to statistics, they spend about 7 hours a day in front of a screen. And so obesity affects our kids now. Alabama is the second fattest state in the country, behind Mississippi. These